Welcome to History Zipped, where we condense long stories for short attention spans. Sit back and join us as we zip through the Tudors. Think royal drama, religious upheaval, headless queens, and a king who turned England upside down because he couldn't get a male heir. This is Henry VIII and the Tudor dynasty, all in under 10 minutes. The year is 1485. England's been in civil war for decades. The War of the Roses, a medieval family feud with swords. Enter Henry Tudor. He beats Richard III at the Battle of Bosworth and becomes Henry VII. Congratulations, new dynasty unlocked. Henry VII is smart but paranoid. He's also financially obsessed. He marries Elizabeth of York to unite the warring houses and plays political chess with Europe. There's initially Tudor stability. Henry VII dies in 1509. His second son, Henry VIII, takes the crown. Young Henry is athletic, handsome, multilingual and musical, England's Renaissance heartthrob. He marries his brother's widow, Catherine of Aragon. Weird? Yes. Papally approved? Also yes. His goal, secure a male heir and to keep Spain as a buddy. But the marriage doesn't go as planned. Catherine gives birth to several children. Only one survives. Mary. Henry's patience runs out. He's convinced God's punishing him for marrying his brother's wife. So he does what any desperate king would do. He tries to divorce the Queen. But the Pope, stuck between Henry and Catherine's nephew, who happens to be Emperor Charles V, says no. That turns out to be a big mistake. Henry flips the table and creates the Church of England. He makes himself the supreme head of the church. England becomes Protestant not over theology, but because a king wanted a different wife. Welcome to the Reformation, the English version. Monasteries? Dissolved. Catholic land? Seized. Nuns and monks all evicted. And Henry just got very, very rich. Now begins the most infamous royal dating show in history. Wife number 1. Catherine of Aragon, divorced. Wife number 2, Anne Boleyn. She's smart, witty and ambitious. She gives birth to Elizabeth, but sadly no sons. She's accused of adultery and witchcraft. She gets her head chopped off. Wife number 3, Jane Seymour. Finally, there's a son, the future Edward VI. Jane dies shortly after giving birth. Henry actually mourns her. Wife number 4, Anne of Cleves. A political match. Henry meets her, says nope and divorces her. Wife number 5, Catherine Howard. She's young, flirty, and she gets executed for committing real adultery. Wife number 6, Catherine Parr. She survives, she outlives Henry, and she claps back with theology. Henry's love life amounts to 6 wives, 2 beheadings, 1 male heir, and a total religious overhaul. As he ages, Henry becomes less of a Renaissance hunk and more of a gout-ridden despot with a massive waistline and a temper to match. He constantly wages costly wars, burns through money, and executes friends and advisors. Let's give a shout-out to Thomas More and Thomas Cromwell. Henry rules England through fear. He does, however, boost England's naval power and centralizes government. His reign can be seen as both terrifying but effective. Henry VIII dies in 1547. His only son, Edward VI, takes over, but he's a sickly teen and dies after 6 years on the throne. Next comes Mary I, Catherine of Aragon's daughter. She flips England back to Catholicism and earns the nickname Bloody Mary for burning Protestants. Then comes the real Tudor mic drop, Elizabeth I, daughter of Anne Boleyn. She rules for 44 years, defeats the Spanish Armada, and cements the Protestant Church. England becomes a global power under her reign, but the Tudor dynasty ends with her. The Tudors changed everything. They ended medieval England. They kicked off the English Reformation. They shaped the monarchy, the church, and national identity. And they gave us the most bingeable royal family in history. From marital mayhem to religious revolution, all this because one man really, really wanted a son. If you enjoyed galloping through Tudor times with us, smash that like button like you're Henry VIII hearing bad news from a wife. Subscribe for more quick dives into the drama of the past. If you've got a slice of history you'd love us to unpack in under 10 minutes, just drop it in the comments. This was History Zipped. See you next time.